Who has the most character development in Attack on Titan? Maybe you'd answer Eren, going from, let's be honest, kind of a little bit, to becoming an incredibly based genocide starter. Maybe you'd say it's John, going from a coward to a leader. Or maybe you're a little bit messed up in the head and you'd say it's Flock, who was a wimpy soldier and became an actual psycho. But what if I told you that it's none of these people? What if I told you that there is a character in Attack on Titan who has an insane character arc and backstory and nobody talks about him at all? Commander Lobov has a grand total of 2 minutes and 31 seconds of screen time in Attack on Titan. But in this short time, he has one of the wildest journeys I've seen in anime. In the 11th episode of Attack on Titan's first season, titled The Struggle for Trust, Commander Dot Pixies, the leader of the garrison, announces that alongside the power of Eren's Titan, they will be launching an operation to reclaim the Trust district, plugging up the hole created by the Armored Titan and killing all of the pure Titans inside. Unsurprisingly, the soldiers are horrified at this idea. Why would they want to go right back into the hell that they came from? Terrified, a young soldier named Daz, who you might remember from a recent episode, starts whining and complaining that they're going to be running into their deaths. But this is where we meet the absolute Chad, the Sigma male, the hero amongst heroes, Commander Lobov.
Stop shrieking like a sniveling coward! Are you trying to give me the impression you're a liability? You too good to sacrifice yourself for the good of humanity, soldier? Or do you prefer I cut you down right now as an example to your comrades?
Boom. Right off the bat, we get to know what this guy is all about. As a Sigma, he has pride and confidence in himself as a soldier, but on the other hand, the betas around him are just whining and complaining about dying. Pathetic. A true Sigma like Lobov knows that their life can end at any minute, and you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a little baby beta. But wait a minute, maybe it's not so clear-cut as that. Let's take a closer look at Lobov's face here. My goodness, beads of sweat on his face, an expression that screams a false confidence. Maybe Lobov isn't a Sigma after all. Maybe he's just a guy obsessed with maintaining his power, and he actually doesn't really care for the lives of his people. It's a little hard to tell here, but this next piece of evidence sealed the deal for me. Now, I said that Lobov has a total of 2 minutes and 31 seconds of screen time, but that's only officially confirmed screen time. In Season 3 Part 1 Episode 9, we are in the wake of Rod Reese's Titan transformation, and the former member of the royal family has turned into a Titan double the size of a colossal, and is heading straight towards the Orvud district. This is where we meet the garrison commander of the area, as Erwin is pitching the idea of using the district as bait for the Rod Reese Titan to eventually kill him. Now, this is gonna sound crazy, but I think that he is actually Lobov. Their features are decently similar, they have similar hairstyles, and both are garrison commanders. Although he has a scraggly beard and he's put on a few pounds, I think that there is a very specific reason for his change in looks, but I'll get to that later. However, the biggest similarity, I think, is their personalities. Although he freaks out at first, he is able to maintain his composure and go along with Erwin's plan, just like back then when he was able to maintain his composure. When the Rod Reese Titan finally starts approaching, we see some of the old Lobov once again. He leads his soldiers to lay cannon fire on the Titan, but as Erwin says, it's just
shallow leadership.
Highlighting how the only thing Lobov is really good at is leading rookie soldiers into battle by pressuring them with a false sense of authority. When the Titan finally attacks, the only thing he can do is run away, as the district he grew up in is destroyed. But if you watch the show, you know his city isn't destroyed. Under Commander Erwin's brilliant leadership, Lobov witnesses how the scouts masterfully take down the Rod Reese Titan as Historia slices its core. Lobov witnesses firsthand what true leadership is and who the true royalty are. Gaining knowledge on your enemy, using your assets to the best of your ability, having troops that have full trust in you as a leader, and truly putting your life on the line for humanity. Witnessing all of this, Lobov is changed to the core, and he would undergo the most drastic transformation yet. The next time we see Lobov would unfortunately be his last. In part 1 of the final season, at the final moments of the raid on Liberio, the scouts are boarding the airship in order to make an escape. Lobov showed a degree of bravery by electing to protect the airship in its retreat. His insistence that he was just a recruit, despite his former position, and his rejection of the garrison and its members imply that Lobov saw himself as a new man after changing divisions. Yeah, I definitely didn't get this entire video idea from this one comment, but no longer is Lobov trying to maintain his false sense of power or authority. He just chose to guard the rear end of the ship in honestly a pretty well animated sequence. Except for this part, yeah, I don't think gravity works like that, but we see how Lobov is truly a changed man when he decides not to shoot at Gabby as she is just a kid. Despite all of his efforts at transformation, despite his bravery and kindness, at the end of the day, Lobov was shot dead and used as a meat elevator just for playing the hero. There is just one missing piece though. How did Lobov become a commander in the first place? What caused his change in appearance? Well, I think that Commander Lobov is the illegitimate son of the former member of King Fritz's assembly and high-ranking noble, Aurel. Aurel was one of the leaders in the previous government prior to the military taking over in a coup d'etat. In his time on screen, we see how his only interests are protecting himself and the other nobility, and he would gladly get rid of half of humanity in the walls if it meant that he would be safe. Along with this, we see his false sense of confidence as he claims authority under a puppet king. Remind you of anybody? However, not only are their personalities similar, the similarities in their features are pretty much uncanny. But there's one problem. Lobov grew up in the Orvid district, which is just outside of the capital. If he was truly his son, wouldn't he have grown up in the capital, and wouldn't he have had a higher ranking position in the government? Well, knowing Aurel's personality, I think that he was a frequent visitor of the underground, the subterranean city in which a lot of illegal activities took place, including a number of brothels, one of which was the one where Levi's mother and also Kenny's sister worked at. I think that Aurel had a little accident at the brothel, and out came little Lobov. Being a member of nobility, Aurel tried to sweep this under the rug to maintain his image and had Lobov grow up just outside of the capital in the Orvid district. However, Aurel cared a little bit for his son. He was a narcissist after all, and anyone with his blood has some value. This is why he allowed Lobov to acquire the position of the garrison commander of the Orvid district, despite having little to no actual expertise in leadership or combat. This also explains why in his second appearance he gained a few pounds and loosened up on his grooming routine, as he realized that he might lose his position as a commander due to the coup d'etat and his father losing his position. This realization caused him to have a depressive bout, leading him to stop putting effort into his outward appearance. The story of Lobov is a tragic tale highlighting the cruel and dark world of Attack on Titan and the complex characters that reside in it. I was reaching a lot in this video, but legitimately it's crazy to see the amount of thought that Isayama puts even into the least significant characters.